Alright then, hello everybody, I am the Dark Lord Fish Monkey, and welcome back to the Saturday Thing. That's its official name now, the Saturday Thing. I think I change the name of it, like, every week. Anyway, so today, I thought I would talk about, schedules, as is what the name of the title is. Specifically, thought of this because of how I missed last Saturday, the whole Taki thing, which it was it was my fault, I will admit, but there was a lot of things happening that sort of threw my schedule out of whack to the point where it felt like there was a lot of outside forces that were specifically working to make sure that I could not do this. But for whatever weird reason, I have always been seen by people as an organized person. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to achieve this reputation, but people seem to think of me as the organized, scheduled person. And it's possibly because I do make a lot of schedules. Like, there was one summer in particular where I had every single thing I would do scheduled out to the minutes. So, like, my entire day was completely categorized by what I was going to do, like, that minute. And honestly, it worked pretty well for like a month and a half. It's kind of what I was expecting to happen to this whole ordeal with like the YouTube was that I would go for a month and a half and then just give up. I think we're reaching about the month and a half mark, so we'll see what happens. Let's see if my patience can continue onward. But with that in mind, from that point on, schedules have always been a little bit wonky for me. Because, like, I like schedules. I like having schedules, I like working with schedules. But I'm very bad at actually following them once I've made them. Because I do make a lot of schedules. I make a lot of plans, a lot of ideas. Because my head tends to fill up on those to the point where I just have to put them out onto something. But actually following through with them tends to not go particularly well. With the with YouTube, I sort of have something of a schedule going that I think works pretty well. Generally, I try to get video out by 2 o'clock. That's like the main. That's one of the simplest ones. Most of my recording I tend to try and do on Tuesdays and Thursdays because those are the days I'm most open. But all the editing and stuff, it's a very eclectic series of events, which, like, my as has been sort of an ongoing saga here. My computer tends to crash a lot, which has so we figured out what the problem was. It was a faulty battery. So apparently my battery, something was wrong with it. So, for the past like week or so, I've just been using my computer without a battery, and it hasn't been crashing, and that's been lovely. Like, just not having to worry about my computer suddenly going down and just breaking for random reasons. We've gotten a new battery in, Right. Oh, goodness gracious, sorry. We've got a new battery in, which means that I now have to put the battery back in, which means I have to, open up the computer and put it in. I haven't done that thus far, and it's been a bit. So I should probably get on that. I'll do that after I finish this up. Uh, yeah, but that's another thing that comes down to schedules, where it's like I can't even think about when I'm going to do things. But yeah, I like the idea of having my life organized and knowing what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, but I'm very bad at it. Everything just sort of seems to crumble whenever I try following a schedule. Usually because as soon as I start thinking about, alright, I'm going to do this, then something comes up that I didn't think about that just throws a wrench in that entire idea. So, like, the the creation of the videos, for example, they usually are pretty quick. It usually takes me about I record for an hour, and then it usually takes me about 3 hours to edit, somewhere around there. And then the upload process usually takes about an hour. So it's not really that long of an ordeal to do, but it's punctuated by so many little things that just sort of eke into my life, where it's like I didn't expect that to happen while I was trying to work on this. The crashing of the computer was, I'm very, very tired, it seems. Like third yawn this recording session. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, computer crashing was one of those things, but that's gone now. That excuse is gone, and I don't have to worry about an excuse. It was absolutely the worst thing with recording, where you record for an hour and then you just lose an entire recording. Like, I had that happen so many times. Like, I can think of three in particular. So yeah, I still need to try recording an Inscryption episode again, because last time I did, I lost all the footage. And so we're basically, next Inscryption episode, which I think is what's going up on Monday, is going to skip ahead a little bit. Just fair warning. I'll explain a little bit more when with the actual episode, but yeah, it skips ahead a little. But I don't feel like the first time that it happened with the first episode, where I lost all of the progress. I didn't feel like going back and re-recording the whole thing, so I just started over, because I'd gotten far enough ahead that I didn't feel like it was a good idea to just keep on going forward. I don't know if I made the right choice, but that's the decision I made, and I guess I'm sticking to it, because we're in, like, episode 5 or something, so. But, yeah. With, the other series is, I think Terraria suffered the most from the crashes out of any of them. I don't... Celeste didn't have too much of an issue, I don't remember. Rogue Legacy had a few, but the thing about Rogue Legacy is that things repeat a lot. So, like, as long as I captured the final boss fight, we were pretty good. I remember Turball was pretty bad, but, that's besides the point. We're talking about schedules. Yeah. I also have work schedule. My work schedule is annoying, because it changes every week. Like, I don't have a consistent work schedule. So I have to readjust my timing for everything, because every single work day is a completely different time. Now, I work 5 days a week, supposedly, But that's not always how long I work. Sometimes I work like 3 days a week or 3 or 4 days a week, depending upon what they decide. Like it really does feel like monkey with a dartboard is in there, and like they're just flying by the seat of their pants and how they want to schedule me. So I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining about it because usually it gives me random days off, which is fine by me. But also, I tend to come into work like late or early because I'm expecting the time to be one thing and then it turns out to be another. Which, that's fun. But with with a lot of my schedules, I do tend to write them out, like on paper, because I find the act of writing stuff out helps it stick in my memory a lot better than most other things. But like typing something out, I'm never gonna remember it if I type it. I don't know why. But writing out is a lot easier. With I feel like there's different types of learning. That's probably just what it is, or I'm better at the particular type of learning that uses what's it called? Hands-on, I guess, like the hands-on learning, I think is what it is. Either way, with all of the schedules that I've tried, they always fail, and I've just sort of grown to accept that most of my schedules they're going to only last like a month or two. And that's my life, a constant cycle of schedules. So, yeah, we'll see what this whole thing brings, but either way, that's about all that I have to say on the topic for the time being. So thank you everybody for watching. See you Monday. Ciao.